Eh? Something like that? What's going on, YouTube? Uh, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, social media world in general. You watching That Is Rich? I'm rich. I'm broke as a joke, but uh, but my name is Rich, so we'll stick with that. Um, this is just a vlog for those of you who don't already know of everything that's been going on. Trying to keep everybody updated as best I can with one thing or another. It has been insanity to say the least. So let's get started. Um, Going off of what has been the last update, I am here again off of the last, uh, what was the surgery? Just dealing with one complication or another. Um, the everything's been wrangled though now by this time. I'm now in line to be discharged, ideally within the next 24 hours, so that's kind of cool. And, sometime thereafter, I'll, be back on my feet in a better sense. I'm walking around. I am able to walk, talk, eat, poop, do all the regular functions of a regular, adult human male. But definitely a struggle. My abdomen does feel like it was run over by a 18 wheeler, just doof 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 doof. Every one of the wheels along the way directly across my abdomen. Um, Sometimes it's a matter of nausea. Sometimes it's a matter of like just surface pain because the sutures are so incredibly uncomfortable. Other times it's just the organs themselves. They become inflamed and like just truly begin throbbing and they hurt. It all hurts. So I mean, it is. I'm at where I'm at. I'm fortunately this comfortable to be able to hold any sort of a discussion with you on where I'm at. Um, Again, these videos are intended to provide all of that detail of what's next, what's the doctor saying, what are they having you do, and et cetera, et cetera. I'm not trying to answer those questions 20 times over every day, day in, day out. And I understand that you guys are all supportive and love me and just want the best for me, et cetera, et cetera. But it is a lot. So, again, please like, share, and review these videos if you really care. Honestly, I don't care if you don't care. If you just want to send your thoughts and prayers, leave it at that. There's a lot of medical jargon that is very difficult to explain to someone that maybe just never gave a shit about medical jargon once upon a time. It's really hard to explain to that person, what, your a biliary route or drain would be to that person, or what a Whipple or pancreatico duodendectomy. It's intense. It's a lot. If you can't pronounce it, then you probably shouldn't really give a shit about what it is. Just know that I'm hurting, but not but it's still alive. No, there's nothing you can do. There's no food. Please do not dare send me any food. I barely know what I can eat. I know you don't. I'm sorry. I do love you. I don't mean that in any sort of negative connotation, but it seems to be that like the human uh, character, the human nature is to want to show love by way of food. No, like I can't eat. I can't eat. I won't eat whatever you're sending. Likely because it's not going to be high enough protein. It probably won't be, you know, as gluten free, sugar free, carb free. I don't know. Everything free is. It needs to be like the most bland egg. Just egg whites. Egg whites. You can send egg whites. That's usually a safe bet. Um, Outside of that, I like pastries. All of the delicious Chicago foods. There's no way. There's no way. Especially greasy stuff. There's just no way. So don't even let's not have the conversation so we don't have to have the confrontation. Because I won't, there's no way. Um, Now that that's been covered, I am going home. Fortunately, it is not jail, it is just a hospital. But they will be discharging me. I'll have antibiotics to take for the next however long. I'll have supplemental fluids that I'll have to take by way of uh, likely my port. So that'll be not fun, but again, necessary. It'll be like potassium and magnesium, stuff like that. It's real easy, but I'll there's gonna be a lot. There's gonna be a lot. Um, let's see, port servicing, antibiotics, pain pills. You know, I hate pain pills. I hate anything pills. I hate pills in general. I don't understand how people get so incredibly, like lose their lives to what are these narcotics. Ultimately, it just doesn't click in my head how it could be so appealing. But nonetheless, I have those just in case in my back pocket because the pain is tremendous. It's incredible. Um, it does sound like everything else is kind of just right there. There's no what's next. I don't know what's next. Outside of that, that is what's next. That is what's next. As far as the tumor and the cancer and everything else, that's going unattended right now because what's next is just trying to keep me alive today. That's what's next. And I have to reiterate it like that because again, that's the number one question. It's like, well, what's next? And it's like, I don't know what's next. And honestly, that shit makes me anxious. And if you know anybody who's going through one thing or another, don't ask them what's next because I mean, you do what you will. Stop asking me what's next because it makes me anxious and I don't know how to answer it. I don't ever actually know what's next. More often than not, what's next is just more bad news. So I like to stay away from the what's next. Uh, let's not talk about food. Let's not talk about what's next. Let's talk about the fact that I'm still somehow breathing and managing to eat anything. Or that my abscesses are going down. Um, Abscessi. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's an abscess, and I have a lot of them. So those are all shrinking, fortunately getting smaller as we go. But that's really it. That's really it. I'm literally digging for stuff to explain or tell you, but there's not anything more. There's no more. These are the bits. These are the details. Outside of knowing all of the like literally the dozen doctors just at this facility, their names first and last, which I don't actually remember either. There is nothing else more that I can tell you. I'm in pain, a lot of pain, all the time. My torso feels like it got ran over by a truck, and again, it's mitigated by way of just pain pills, and my own fantastic good old Colorado medication. So that's that. Until I know more, chew on it. Send your prayers, thoughts and prayers. Please like, share, and subscribe. Not just for my benefit, not just to help grow the GoFundMe, to help pay for my medical bills, to help pay for these deductibles and co-pays and medications and out of pocket and special diets and gas. I'm just like trying to pay people back just for the gas back and forth to Denver for rides and stuff, or even for their hotel stays and stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. So it hasn't stopped. Please, I would love to continue to grow the GoFundMe. I do have my Patreon up. I haven't necessarily worked on a store for swag or anything just yet. I would like to go ahead and put together some shirts and sell those. Maybe make them limited or something or another. So, anybody and everybody who would like to buy one can buy one, and then I could also just go ahead and give them away to anybody and everybody who's part of in my supporters, my direct supporters, anybody who's given me through GoFundMe. I mean, basically anybody and everybody that I can. I can touch, that has made an impact on this, which, I mean, honestly, has been everybody in one shape, way, or form. There's no way I would have continued to stay motivated or positive or anything, as you may have seen in clips and bits and pictures or whatever, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for seeing other people's struggles and other people's stories and whatnot. By sharing my story, maybe you know, you'll bring awareness to pancreatic cancer, which is already just kind of such a low key cancer, unfortunately. Like, so many people just don't really know of it until it's too late, and then suddenly they find out that it's literally the double barrel shotgun of all cancers. There's like no escaping it. It spreads like wildfire. It's just this. It is, what Satan will pour in your drink to end you. Period. There's just no. It's insane. It's insane how incredibly uh, devastating this that cancer can be in general, but that this specific type can grow to be so quickly. It's terrifying. Um, you never know what's next with it. So before I have another nurse walk in, I'm gonna go ahead and sign out. You guys are the best. I hope you all truly eat your veggies. Just continue to eat your veggies. Dark greens specifically, good high protein stuff, fiber. Keep your GI system in check. I love you. You're the best. Till next time.